A few weeks ago, I had to leave my home and say goodbye to the cottage that I loved so much for so long. As we were having some issues with the landlord and I was taking care of the cottage, we had to make the hard decision to move out. It was so hard for me to leave the house. I dreamed for so long in the past to live in a small cottage in the countryside, away from the city, in a place where I could live my cottagecore dream. And that little house, although it had many issues, it was my little fairy heaven. I for sure navigated some very sad days while we were packing. And as you can see, my plants suffered a lot the big change. In the new house, I started to see some dry leaves, some of them died, and I tried to give them extra care and extra love. I also bought this thermometer to check the temperature and humidity, and I really hope they will survive and adapt to this new environment. I also relocated some new plants on my balcony. I am trying to find the best place in the house to make them live their best lives. And I'm sure eventually everyone, even my little dog, will find happiness and a new peace in this home.
Here I am in my new house. As you could see, I'm not in my cottage anymore, and it has been pretty hard. I realized I had a lot of attachment, like I said, and it is very easy to think that what we are doing on a spiritual level is working on us when we are inside our comfort zone. And I think is a moment where we are vulnerable and in difficult situation that we can actually see what we learned and what we integrated, and realizing that I had so much attachment to my house made me think a lot on what I could change in my spiritual practice and in my energetic field to don't feel that way, and giving myself the compassion and the kindness that I needed wasn't easy for me. And on top of this big change that really killed the balance and the stability that I built for myself, seeing my plants getting so ill and like having all of the leaves dying was so hard on me. Like I felt like everything was falling apart. Cookie, my dog, didn't really want to eat the first days in this house. He felt very lost. Felt like that everything I built in the last couple of years disappeared and fell apart, and he actually did, and it wasn't easy, but
While I am in my childhood home, I wanted to reconnect with some good memories of my great grandma, and I also found some old birthday cards that helped me lift my mood a little bit. I tried to find peace in difficult times, and I went back to the roots of my practice, spending some time chanting Buddhist mantras, doing some EFT meditation, some Kundalini exercise, and some yoga, enjoying the spring, the weather, and the beautiful sun. Every time I felt like my mood was changing the past week, I tried to force myself to do things that I love. So I went to the flower shop the other day, and I have to say, I so quickly felt happy and surrounded by so much joy when I was looking at all the flowers and plants they had there. And to be honest, these are pretty much my days at the moment. I am really trying to let go of a closed chapter while reminding myself of all the beautiful things I love doing, and I know that with time things will get better.